Hey everyone, Agnach here and welcome to another video. In today's video I will be showing Wars 4 and 5 from the May in-game CWL with Resistance. The team had a great start, winning the first 3 matches. But before we go into the video, and if you like this video and this type of content, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so how did we go? We ended up losing the 4th war 30-32 against C'est La Vie. However, we bounced back and won the 5th round against Tink Academy 36-33. So let's have a look at what happened on our 4th war. We ended up having more 3-stars than the opposition. We had 4 3-stars to the 2 3-stars. However, we also had 3 shocker attacks. We had 2 1-stars and a 0-star. I think it's been a while since I've seen an attack like that. These were the bases triple this war, some common too. Some I have seen in the Legends League. And let's get to the first attack. So it's Instinct, going with electrodragons on this anti 2-star. So he puts one dragon to the south and another one to the east with the heroes. They're going to be getting rid of that air defense. Then he sends his main army in. What I've seen a lot of people with electrodragons a lot of the time, they send their main army and they put a couple of rages. This is not the case with Instinct. He just puts one there, gets rid of the enemy queen. The blimp goes straight into the tank hole with the dragon and the 3 loons. The warden ability saves those electrodragons to the north. And now the royal champ is also down. He only has the 2 electrodragons left, very low health, but there's only 1 archer tower left. That last electrodragon doesn't get it, but the warden tower does. And now it's just a small cleanup. 30 seconds worth of cleanup. He swags his poison spell. So one of the things I've seen with electrodragon attacks, when they send the main army in, they put a couple of rages, a freeze, and the warden ability nice and early. Seems to power through. So now we've got TK going with electrodragons as well. He starts with his royal champ, getting rid of that air defense. The more air defenses that you can get rid of with your heroes, the better if you're using electrodragons. He also triggers the tornado trap. Now he puts his king and queen to the south, creating that bit of a funnel coming opposite from the town hall. Brings the blimp, he can use his one ability, does, and the blimp is under the tone, so it should be able to get there. It does get there, uses the reg, manages to get rid of the town hall. All the electrodragons are still alive and with a lot of health. There's the 2 single infernos. They're going to be a pain in the ass, but he manages to freeze one of them. He's got another freeze in case he needs it, but I don't think he's going to need it anymore. He's got the Tesla farm there to the east, but the queen is getting rid of it. Still with that freeze, but I think it's he used it for the Tesla, but that's about it. Still 4 electrodragons left, full warden and the queen alive. Nice attack. Now we've got this very common base. We've got Maestro coming in with a hybrid and the queen charge. So he uses a couple of loons. Most of the time this base has a lot of seeking airmans in the north of the base, so he uses a couple, 3 coco loons. Only 1 seeking airman came out. Now the queen gets rid of that first multi-inferno. If you're at tank hole 13, I would suggest not having all 3 of your infernos on multi. It makes it a little bit easier if you're coming in with Yetis as well. But Maestro is coming in with a hybrid. The queen manages to get rid of that town hall, pushes the siege barracks to the southwest. That's going to create a nice little corridor for his hybrid just to go straight into the eagle. Puts a first heal. That scatter shot is being tanked by the queen, which is really good. The second scatter is hitting his hybrid, but he's under the tone of the warden. He still has a freeze that he can use on that scatter. He does. And he freezes the scatter, the expo and the Teslas. Uses the queen ability, gets rid of the last inferno. He still has a few hogs. The miners are getting rid of all the garbage on the outside, and this is going to be a 3-star as well. And now we've got Marty the Great. He's coming in with a hybrid as well. And this is another base that I've seen quite a fair bit. He's got 4 ground expos surrounding the town hall with the CC and the eagle in the middle, so he puts the queen to the south to start walking up. I think he's gonna be, he has 2 super wall breakers, but I think he's just gonna be using the queen just to trim the buildings on one side, use the king and the siege barracks on the other side, and then send his hybrid straight into the town hall. So the queen is still going through. Scatter shot is gonna start hitting her, but it's the only thing hitting her. Single is now on her. The hybrid is coming into the town hall. He uses the queen ability, manages to get rid of the enemy queen. One ability over the town hall, which is really good. And they continue in. He's got 1 freeze left, which he can use with the scatter and the royal charm, which he does now. Now he's got 3 single inferno still left. He's got quite a few miners and hawks. Thankfully the miners going to the single inferno in the middle, the hawks going on to the other one, and then he just has to be able to tank that last single inferno before the royal champ goes down. But the royal champ gets it anyway, and this base is done. Now just clean up. So those were 3-star attacks from this war. Now let's hop on to the 5th war. In the 5th war we faced Tink Academy, and we ended up 7 3-stars, and we also had 1 1-star this war. We were up on percentage as well. These were the bases triple. We used a bit of everything. We had hybrid, yetis, lalo, and also electrodragons. Okay, so here we've got Instinct coming in with the hybrid, and he's got 3 super wall breakers. So all the heroes are north in this base. He puts the rage first, puts the freeze, then brings the queen with the healers. That gets rid of the queen and the king, and then manages to get rid of the RC. So that pre-freeze and pre-rage were well done. The king gets rid of the CC. Also baby drag is creating havoc, but the poison manages to bring it down. The queen continues going south. The tank hall is already down, and he puts the siege barracks in the east just to create a bit of a funnel, and then just brings the entire army in. They're all gonna go into the center of the base, which is what he wants. The single inferno was on the queen. He was a little bit too late on that freeze, so he basically swiped that. The queen went down, but he manages to put the heal there in the center, keeping all of his troops still in the center and with full health. The RC is coming around behind the miners. That's only that single inferno left that can kill the RC, but it locks into the warden. That gives enough time for the RC to go and damage it 3/4 of the health. The Hawks ended up killing everything, and there was no defenses left. He manages to swap his 3 super wall breakers and a few cleanup troops as well. Nice attack. Now we've got TK, who's had a few 3-stars on this war, so he puts his king up north to get rid of that royal champ. He's coming in with the electrodragons again. I think he's starting to like that army. Puts the queen to the east. So let's see what he gets with his 3 heroes. Puts a couple of loons, getting rid of some of the defenses there to the northwest, and taking one of the Seeking Air mines. So he pretty much just streamed the whole eastern side, and then this is what I've seen a lot of people do with their electric dragons, putting a couple of rages, sending everything in, using the warning ability nice and early, and they just go straight in. And as long as you have your electric dragons, or quite a few of them inside the center of the base, they can create a very good chain and get rid of so many buildings. He ended up crashing this base. He still has 5 electro dragons left. We saw this base quite a few times on this CWL, so I'm guessing it's becoming quite common. Now we've got Greg's Kingdom coming in with a hybrid. He also has 2 super wall breakers, so let's see what he does. He brings 3 rages. So puts the queen up north, sends the Blim nice and early, and it's going to go into that single inferno compartment, so that's going to get rid of that compartment, which is going to push the queen to walk to the right. Although he used the super wall breaker to open that, so he goes into that single inferno, gets rid of the royal champ. CC comes out, it's a lava and an ice golem. That's going to stall her for a bit. The exploit is hitting her, so he's going to have to rage. He's got the rage there. Gets rid of the whiz. The AD is hitting his healers. Not for long, puts another rage. Sends those loons to try to get rid of that AD a little bit faster. Puts the king around the 7 o'clock just to funnel his hybrid into the town hall and then into the center of the base, which he manages to do here. He still has another heal left, uses the royal champ ability. The queen is still alive. She's gonna beat through the wall and then go towards the eagle. The miners are getting rid of the rest. The inferno is being tanked by the miners. The 8 goes down, and now he only has 3 defenses left and a bit of trash around, and that's done. Now just a bit of cleanup. Well done. Okay, so now we've got Trento coming in with Yetis. He usually likes hybrid, but I'm guessing he found out that Yetis would be really good with this base, so he starts with the wooden walk in the south just to trim some of the defenses. The king on the west, and then I'm guessing he's gonna send his Yetis into the town hall through that channel. He brings 2 jumps, so he can put the first jump over the clan castle and then the next jump just between the eagle and the scatters, just so that his army continues going. Thanks to the multi-inferno up north, his Yetis are going to be able to power through. So puts the rage there in the middle, the eagle goes down, puts the jump there. However, some of his army is just not taking the jump. Hogs from the siege barracks come out. His army is pretty much dead. Has the queen there, pops the ability. She manages to take out both of the scatter shots, and now the hogs from the siege barracks coming in, getting rid of everything, and they got rid of the last defenses. It was looking a little bit sketchy, but he manages to pull it off thanks to those late hogs from the siege barracks. Well done. Now we've got Tink again. He's coming in now with the hybrid. So puts the king going towards the town hall, the queen around the 10 o'clock. So the king is tanking for all the expos, getting rid of the town hall, which is really good. And let's see where the queen goes. He puts the super wall breaker there, so she's gonna go in through, getting rid of the CC, the expos and the scatter shots. She is getting quite a bit of damage on her, but with the rage she manages to stay stopped up. Puts another rage. Now he only has 1 expo left. That's not enough damage. Puts the siege barracks to the north, and he's gonna bring his hybrid straight in the middle, going through, hoping that they go all the way through into the eagle. The queen is gonna be drawing them in, which is really good. The hogs from the siege barracks coming from the north and are gonna trim some of the defenses there, making sure that the rest of the army stays in the middle. He's got 1 freeze left, which he can use on the scatter shot, which he uses now, and this base is wrecked. Now we've got TK again. He is coming in now with a lava loon with the Sui heroes. So he used electrodragons, hybrid, and lava loon on the same wall. Let's see what he does here. I think this is the famous Lexno space. So he freezes that single inferno, brings the royal champ, gets rid of the single inferno, pulls the CC, brings the stone slammer, and gets rid of that multi inferno, and the electron gets rid of the queen and the royal champ. That's very good value from that stone slammer and the electrodragon. Now he puts the queen around the 10 o'clock area, I'm guessing, to get rid of that air defense. Tesla's popped up, so she might not be able to get rid of it, and she goes down. And he brings his whole Lava Loon, which has a clear path all the way to the town hall. They're not facing a sweeper. Uses the one ability perfectly on top of the town hall, which is really good. It's got a lot of loons left and not a lot of base left. He only has that single Inferno, Nady, and the Archer Tower, which is about to go down. That tornado trap goes off, but look at the army of loons that he has left. His base is wrecked. Nicely done by TK. Really nice attack. So now we've got Maestro here coming in with the Yetis, the 4 Quakes, and 3 Rages with a couple of freezes. Push the Warden to start his walk around the 5 o'clock side. Town hall is a bit to the north, so he uses the king there to final. I'm guessing he's coming into the single Inferno compartment. Use the super wall breakers to go into that single Inferno compartment. Uses the earthquake in the middle to go all the way straight into the town hall. That earthquake spells also put the town hall at 50% health. The queen manages to bring it down. Now he puts another reg to try to get rid of that king and the eagle. He still has a scatter shot and a single Inferno on the back end. The Hawks from the siege barracks come out with the royal champ. They're moving their way through. They can just move anti-clockwise, so he manages to freeze the scatter shot. He's got another freeze, which I'm guessing he's gonna wait to use for the single Inferno in case that it locks onto the royal champ, which he does now. Royal champ uses ability, brings the Inferno down, and this base is done. Nicely done. So those were our 4th and 5th wars. I will be showing the conclusion of our CWL in a couple of days with the team standings. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.